Hello, Carpe Diem. Hey now. Welcome to Fitz's Electric Bar. Actually a sober one because the passing of Tom Verlaine, someone that I really loved in his various incarnations with television and then also his solo material. There was a really good article came out yesterday, I guess, in the New York Times, talking about his influence and importance, of course, coming out of the New York Bowery CBGB scene. And one of the things that's been brought up before about CBGBs and that whole kind of New York scene, when you think of Talking Heads and television, Richard Hell and the Voidoids, Blondie, Patti Smith, is really and Ramones, of course, the diversity of the bands that came out of that period. I don't really feel that television ever was punk. It was almost like they were one of the first post-punk bands. Really intelligent, quirky, jittery kind of stuff, not straight ahead punk. And one of the descriptions of Tom Verlaine's guitar playing, which I really loved in that New York Times article, was talking about his guitar playing being very unique and trailing the beat. When I listen to his music now, I realize that's very true. In other words, a lot of lead guitarists will jump ahead or be right on the beat when they're doing lead guitar licks. And Verlaine definitely would trail afterwards. Kind of reminds me of how Bob Dylan sings. He doesn't sing usually on the beat. He trails a little bit afterwards, and it gives it some extra weight and power. And I don't know, it just seems to be a really incredible technique when done properly. So I think Tom Verlaine is like that. So needless to say, you know, the work that he did with television, somewhere I can't seem to find my second record, Adventure, on red vinyl. OG. But, you know, this is such a seminal record, Marquee Moon. And again, almost everybody probably knows of it. And for those of us fans who know it, just a fabulous record. I had the good fortune, I didn't get to see television during their early incarnation, but in 1992, they released this. And it was just called Television. And included 1880 or so was one of the songs on here, and Call Mr. Lee. But this is actually a very good record. My understanding is it's with Richard Lloyd. One of the great things about Television was the dual guitar interplay of Richard Lloyd and Tom Verlaine, and the way that they would dovetail into each other, and their intertwining guitar sounds very different, and they went together really well. But on this particular album, released in 1992, I had the good fortune I was living in Japan. I don't know if they did a tour of North America, but they did come to Japan, and I got to see them play in Tokyo. And it was a good show. It wasn't a great show. It was a good show, but I don't know if you've experienced this before. It's like I've only seen Patti Smith once. There she is up there. And also a good show, not a great show, probably coming in with massive expectations. But just to be in the presence of somebody like Tom Verlaine and the band Television, and it was true for Patti Smith as well, it was just so awesome just to actually experience seeing them live. So this was a very memorable show because of that. But Tom Verlaine, I collected his albums and have maintained them. So his first record, which was excellent. And this includes Kingdom Come, which is just a fabulous, and Breaking in My Heart. A couple of fantastic songs off of this. It's a great record. This one is actually my favorite of his solo works, Dreamtime. This has got Always, Penetration. Just a really good record. And then Words from the Front. This one came out in 1982. Postcard from Waterloo was one that really stuck out from this. And I'm going to be listening to these again. That's the sad thing when somebody passes away, is you get to revisit the music. This one was, what was this one called? Cover, I think. Yeah. Don't remember this record as much when I look at the titles, but this one came out in 1984. And this may have been his last one. I don't remember this one as well. As you know, I listened to them all, and they're all ones that I've enjoyed. But sometimes when you're talking 30 years, it kind of blurs. But very sad. R.I.P. Tom Verlaine. Thank you for the great music. And Carpe diem.